Joseph was in prison, not because he failed, not because he was careless, but because he was faithful. The place that should have been his breakthrough became his confinement. Joseph the dreamer now sits in chains. And yet, the Bible tells us something important. The Lord was with Joseph, even in prison, even in obscurity, even when no one remembered him. And in that prison, something begins to unfold. Two officials of Pharaoh are brought in, the chief cupbearer and the chief baker, men who once stood in the palace, now sitting in cells. Both had offended Pharaoh. Both were confined. Both troubled. One night they both dreamed, but their dreams disturbed them. Dreams were not casual. They were believed to reveal destiny. When Joseph came to them in the morning, he noticed something. Their faces were downcast. And Joseph asked them, "Why do you look so sad today?" They replied, "We have had dreams, and there's no one to interpret them." Joseph said to them, "Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell them to me." So even in prison, Joseph did not detach from God. His environment changed, his identity intact, his gift still operated, and he still communed with his God. So the cupbearer spoke first. He described a vine before him, 3 branches. They budded, they blossomed, they produced grapes. He pressed them into Pharaoh's cup and placed the cup into Pharaoh's hand. Joseph listened and then calmly said, "The 3 branches are 3 days. In 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position." But Joseph added something. He said, "When it is well with you, remember me, mention me to Pharaoh, bring me out of this house." So yes, he did long for release. Then the baker heard the interpretation and he felt hopeful. He described 3 baskets of bread on his head. In the top basket were baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds were eating from it. Joseph answered carefully, "The 3 baskets are 3 days. In 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head from you and hang you on a tree, and the birds will eat your flesh." 3 days later, it happened exactly as Joseph had said. Pharaoh restored the cupbearer and executed the baker. So the word proved true, and the gift proved true. But in Genesis 40:23, we are told, "Yet the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph, but forgot him." So Joseph remained in prison, faithful, gifted, accurate, and proven, but forgotten. Yet we learn something deeper. God was not absent. God was positioning. Joseph did think the cupbearer would be his exit, but the delay was not denial. The prison, which was so bad, was not punishment. It was preparation. The gift had to be tested in obscurity before it would stand before Pharaoh. Joseph was learning something in confinement that he probably could have never learned in comfort. Faithfulness without recognition, integrity without applause, obedience without immediate reward. And sometimes that is where God matures his servants. Joseph did not become great in the palace. He became great in prison. And the silence of being forgotten was part of the process. Because when the time came, it would not be the cupbearer who brought Joseph out. It would be Pharaoh himself. And the world would see what God had been shaping in secret. But for now, Joseph waits, and God is still with him.